Hello everyone, I hope everyone's well. It's approximately 9:32 on Thursday, the 10th of August 2023. Hope everyone's well. We're just gearing ourselves up for open for business morning. I'm open for business and I'm hoping for your business. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:38 on Thursday, 10th of August, 2023. We've gone past the longest day. Now the darkness will be encroaching a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until the pagan celebration of Christmas. So we're on the path to Christmas. Hope everyone's well. I've got to we've got Ben Hornsby lined up. Ben Hornsby. Let's see if I can just download a promotional video for Ben Hornsby. I should have it here actually. I should have a promotional video for Ben Hornsby. So, God willing, we'll have Ben Hornsby on Matt Taylor TV show soon. The only time we've got so far is, trying to think, is Saturday, but I'm busy Saturday. So we will. Let me just get a nice screensaver up for you. There we go. Let's have this screensaver. So, yes. Hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's approximately 9:40 on Thursday, 10th of August, 2023. You're watching Matt Taylor TV, open for business. Hope everyone's well. I'm open for business. Don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. Let's see what I can do for you and what you can do for me. So we've got Ben Hornsby lined up. He's going to be the next guest on Matt Taylor TV. Ben Hornsby, everyone. Ben Hornsby. What do we know about Ben Hornsby? 22 years, a heroin addict. So we'll hear his inspirational true life story. 22 years as a heroin addict. Now a successful traveling life coach. Be it a travel life coach or a traveling life coach, either way, he's a life coach. He's helping people achieve their dreams and aspirations. And he's living the life. So, God willing, we will have Ben Hornsby up next on Matt Taylor TV. As far as I know, Ben is currently out in Bali, living the dream in Bali. So we are going to get the traveling life coach Ben Hornsby onto Matt Taylor TV. I think he's going to be a great addition to the team. I've already seen him do an interview with Holden officials and all that. So he's already been out there telling his story, and he's been kind enough to share his story on Matt Taylor TV. So that's going to be up next. He has been on Holden Official. Let me just share the link for you there. So this is some background you can. So he has already appeared on Holden Official. Holden Official's got nearly 6,500 subscribers. So Ben Hornsby's name is already out there. But I'm looking forward to getting him on Matt Taylor TV. His YouTube handle is Big Baby Jesus 6666. So Big Baby Jesus 6666. Hello everyone. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to Ben Hornsby's YouTube channel. An inspirational story of a 22-year heroin addict changing his life and now becoming a successful traveling life coach, currently residing in the paradise at Bali, out in Indonesia somewhere. So, like I said, I'm going to have to reply to him. Saturday's no good for me. I'm busy Saturday. I've got a busy weekend ahead. I hope you have too. So sadly, we won't be touching base with Ben Hornsby on Saturday. But hey, listen, life goes on. Life goes on. So I'm sure we will have another opportunity to get Ben Hornsby up on Matt Taylor TV ASAP. Let me at least give you this assurance. Ben Hornsby is up next. Okay, I won't be doing anything else until Ben Hornsby is up next. Hello, Eve. Hello, Eve. Eve is the brave one. Eve is the bravest of them all for coming in, jumping in and saying hi. Thank you, Eve. Good to see you. I'm just discussing how excited I am to have Ben Hornsby onto the show. Like I said, I've already seen him in conversation with Holden Official. And, you know, he's one of us. He's one of us. He's an inspirational figure who's got an amazing story to tell. And I'm so chuffed that he gets to tell it on Matt Taylor TV. Eve asks, what's your plans today? Going to be lovely and sunny. You got to get out there on days like this, Eve, to soak in the vitamin D. And of course, we're in that slide now. Darkness is going to encroach on our days, day in, day out now. We've gone past the longest day. Now it's going to get shorter and shorter. So yeah, my plans for the day is to get out there and enjoy the sunshine, because the sunshine's going now. The darkness is encroaching a bit by bit by bit. So what's your plans today, Eve? Like I said, I'm going to open for business. I'm usually open for business 9 to 5. Monday to Thursday, I like to finish at 3 o'clock on Fridays, because it's good to finish early. All work makes Jack a dull person. You know that saying? So yeah, I am hoping to get out there, get a bit of vitamin D on my skin. Absorb the vitamin D. That's what I say. So, yes, I have to get back to Ben Hornsby. I'm going to say, Ben, really excited about having you on Matt Taylor TV. I'm already kind of like bigging up the event, but I won't be available at Saturday at 3 p.m. because on the weekends I'm usually pretty busy. And actually at 3 o'clock on most days I'm busy. That's why I always miss Michelle Delaney's show on YouTube. If you haven't caught Michelle Delaney's show on YouTube, it's usually on at 3 o'clock. Not usually, always on at 3 o'clock. But it just so happens that at 3 o'clock I'm meeting an old mate, One Eye Cyclops, over at Eastbourne. Anyway, I'm usually quite busy at 3 o'clock every day. So, what else is there to talk about? Oh yes, it's going to come to me at any moment. It's going to come to me at any moment. I'll be busy Saturday, but I'm going to rearrange with Ben Hornsby. And Ben Hornsby is up next. On Matt Taylor TV. Over to Eve. Eve is the only one seems to be brave enough to jump in and say hi today. Thank you for Eve, for contributing, for engaging Matt Taylor TV. Because of course, remember, Matt Taylor TV is nothing without you, the audience. It's nothing without getting engaged, getting involved, getting down. You know what I mean? So over to Eve. I'm just getting ready to go out, so I'll be lurking in the background, listening, have a good one. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Eve. And I'll tell you, we all love a good lurker. I enjoy a lurker, so I welcome all lurkers. But I say, don't be a lurker. Don't be a lurker today. Be brave. Be brave. Jump in and say hi. In fact, I've got a little message about that. It goes something like this. Don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. Be brave and take the plunge onto Matt Taylor TV. You may just enjoy it. Okay, talking about Ben, really excited about having a Ben Hornsby on the show. He's up next on Matt Taylor TV, so stay tuned. Stay tuned to that cutting edge entertainment that you're not going to find anywhere else in the whole wide galaxy. And I deliver on my promises. Remember that time when NASA was sending that dart out 7 million miles out into the galaxy to witness the collision between their DART spaceship and that micro asteroid? Who was there? Matt Taylor TV. I know Bumblebee TV, a subsidiary of Matt Taylor TV, a subsidiary of King Arthur TV, has been removed from the internet and all that amazing footage has been lost. I know that. It hurts me as well. But listen, we just have to take these kind of like, take these blows on the chin. We've got to take these blows on the chin, because we've got no choice but to take blows on the chin. Because when you got those little idiots out there running around the streets, running around, coming up and punching you for no other reason, for their own sickness, you have to be able to take those blows on the chin and carry on as if it didn't hurt. But we know it hurts. We know when you take a bash at the chin, it hurts. Sometimes your chin is you know what I'm trying to say? Mislocated. Basically, when you get hit on the chin, your chin gets dislocated. That's the word I'm looking for. I know sometimes with a blow to the chin, your chin can become dislocated, and that's painful. Having a dislocated jaw is painful. But my advice is just that you've got to act as if it didn't hurt and walk on. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Right. Going back to Ben Hornsby. Really excited to get Ben Hornsby on Matt Taylor TV. And what I heard from him in conversation with Holden Official, I get the impression, right? I don't know about you. We'll have to meet him first. But I get the impression that Ben Hornsby will be up for a regular appearance. I reckon he's up for being a bit of a YouTuber myself. In fact, I know that for a fact because I took the time to listen to Ben Hornsby in conversation with Holden Official. Holden Official, hey, listen, he's got nearly 6,500 subscribers on YouTube. He's a big name on YouTube, and so already Ben Hornsby's name is getting out there, and I'm so thrilled that we've got him coming up next on Matt Taylor TV. And that's the point I wanted to make. I reckon Ben Hornsby will be a great addition to the New York crowd. I know I've been busy and I haven't had time to touch base with the New York crowd, but the New York crowd are awesome. It just so happens I'm out most days at 3 o'clock when Michelle Delaney goes live with her show. It just happens. And I'm a big fan of the Benny Jones show as well. So when I do get back, I sometimes watch Benny Jones over and above Michelle Delaney. I know it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but you know, someone's got preferences. And I do love a bit of American politics. And at the moment, I'm getting all my American politics by Benny Johnson. What's going on in America is crazy. It's affecting all of us, you know. It is affecting all of us. So, don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. You know you want to. And of course, big shout out for Eve for doing just that. Eve has demonstrated she's brave. She's courageous. I know she's going to work now, so she's lurking. She'll be in the background. But still, it's nice to have someone of Eve's caliber coming on, making herself known. Because I listen, you know, what was the first comment we got from Plisco Ponce? I mean, how is that constructive in any way? It's just reaffirming his image of himself. Because as we are becoming aware with the Dan Watton scandal, it's about projection. It's about projection, man. So straight off, the first comment from Plisco is the projection of what he is onto other people. So it's just a reminder that we all know what Plisco is. He's a Ponce. We know he's a Ponce because the first thing he says in the morning is calling other people Ponces. What a weirdo. So what else is out there? So I do need to get back. I'll do that now. I'm going to get back to I'm going to get back to Ben Hornsby, who says let's 3 a.m. Thanks, Ben. Busy this weekend, but sure we'll meet up soon. I'll get my audience in the mood, and as soon as the stars align, let's do it. Let's do it. So thanks, Ben. I'm busy this weekend, but I'm sure we'll meet up soon. I'll get my audience in the mood, and as soon as the stars align, let's do it. So that's my message to Ben Hornsby. Ben Hornsby, inspirational man, 22 years heroin addiction, to successful travel life coach. What a story. And we're going to get Ben on to Matt Taylor TV to tell us his inspirational story. Cannot wait. And also, what I'm also excited about with Ben Hornsby is that I reckon he's going to be a great addition to our new team. We're all about connecting Brighton to America. We've got the fantastic Dave, aka Noodles, aka Leather King. We've got the fantastic, the rebel leader, illusionist. We've got the fantastic Michelle Delaney. So we've all got talent out there. And what I like to think is happening is that we're bringing all this talent together. And you're watching that on Matt Taylor TV. Over to Eve. Still don't know what Sinead O'Connor died of, Matt, do you? Well, thanks, Eve. I know. I mean, I get the impression it was suicide, wasn't it? Because that was what I felt as if that was what wasn't being said at the time. It's been a couple of weeks now, hasn't it? I remember the family used the term Sinead O'Connor has passed away. And of course, it only came off not long after the suicide of her son. So yeah, while there hasn't been any official reason for Sinead O'Connor's untimely passing away, can we all assume it was suicide? And of course, being such a devout Irish family, it isn't something they really want to discuss openly. Over to Eve, who says, yes, I thought that, but it's all a bit hush-hush. Yes. I mean, it's amazing how suicide is affecting people, because even in my own magical imaginary girlfriend's family, a second cousin, 21 years old, committed suicide, hung himself. So it's very distressing. The sister walked in to the bathroom to see her brother hanging, and I'm getting a bit choked up now, because I hate to think, because it's so distressing, I hate to think the impact that now has on the family. The sister walking in, seeing her 21-year-old brother hanging in the bathroom. Of course, that image is now indelibly stamped on her mind. That will never go. And the anguish of trying to work out why their beloved son and brother would take his own life. And that's the same thing, I'm sure, that the O'Connor family are going through. So there's still a massive taboo about suicide. It's shameful. Even more so in the Irish families, no doubt. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it's all on a hush-hush, because no one really wants to openly discuss, but only because it reflects on themselves, doesn't it? I'm asking you the question, does it reflect on themselves if someone commits suicide? Is that a reflection of their upbringing? Is that a reflection of their mother or father on how they mothered and fathered the child? Are you a product of your environment, or are you a product of your parents? Or is it a bit of both? either way. Sad times for lots of families. And of course, I don't know what the statistics are, but I'm sure if I did find out the statistics of suicide across the world, let alone UK, it will be quite distressing. So let's do that now. What's that? So statistics of suicide deaths. Let's just keep it in suicide deaths UK 20, number of 20. Let's go, look, 2020, I mean. Shocking. In 2020, there were 6,319 deaths registered in the UK recorded as suicide. And this is research briefings from the Parliament. So this is what the politicians, 6,399. No, 6,319 deaths registered. Surely that is horrific. So, my thoughts, condolences, and prayers go out to any family who suffered a suicide in their ranks. It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. But listen, it's tough. The world is tough. It's a tough place. And because we don't know so much about the world around us, we don't know for certain what happens after death. And because of our ignorance and what we don't know, that breeds speculation. That breeds fear. If you don't know something for sure, your imagination will fill in the gaps. And of course, that's where the danger lies. I mean, I came to a home truth many years ago that most of what you worry about doesn't come to fruition. I'm even, look, let's just put a number to it. I'm picking this out the air. This is just my estimations, but I imagine 80% of what you worry about doesn't come to fruition. It's that 20%, you know what I mean? No, I'm joking. Most of the stuff what we worry about just doesn't come. And it's the stuff you don't worry about that turns around and bites you on the arse, if you know what I mean. It's the stuff you don't worry about that turns around and bites you on the arse, whereas it's the stuff you do worry about turns out to be the lame duck. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Happy? Oh, that reminds me of something. Talking about lame ducks. I'm just going to head over to SatanicViews.wordpress.com. Is kidnapping children and murder a LARP? What a fool. But what I want to do, I just want to copy and paste. Just want to copy and paste this blog because some of these blogs he takes down. So look, hang on a sec. I just need to log in. Making sure the password is correct. Yes, that is correct. Oh, good, yeah. So we got another shit lame blog to add to the already ever increasing shit lame blog of a certain Brighton-based cretin. I shan't say his name because he's not worthy to be named, if you know what I mean. He's not worthy to be named. some of the stuff he comes out with, what a load of tripe. And this is another load of absolute tripe from the cretin, from the satanic cretin who lives in Brighton. Like I said, it's worth cutting and pasting what he says, because more often than not, he takes down them. He takes them down, doesn't he? I mean, what kind of blogger is that? You blog something and then you take it down. That ain't no fucking blogger. Yes, it's true. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of things I say is true, Eve. Only because, I don't know how old you are, Eve, but at 52, I've now become confident in my own thoughts and opinions. You know what I mean? I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure, I'm not speaking for anyone's behalf, this is just from me. I just imagine other people would feel the same. Once you hit a certain age, once you hit a certain experience threshold, you then sit back and look at world events from your own point of view, not from anyone else's. And you look at it from your own point of view and you say, based on my life experience, I look at this event in a certain way now. And that certain way may well be different to most of the other people watching. And you just got to embrace that. You just got to embrace that you are different and that what you think is warranted and valued. So, of course, I don't follow the herd. I don't follow the herd only because, from personal life experience, the herd will more often than not stampede over the cliff and plunge to their untimely deaths. That's the only reason I don't follow the herd. Because like lemons, they'll jump off Beachy Head. Wasn't there a great clip in a 70s satirical movie called A Very British Coup? I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was in the Very British Coup, in which to solve unemployment, the rise in numbers of unemployment, the British government invited all unemployed people to line up in an orderly fashion at the Dover Cliffs, and the minister shook hands of every law-abiding citizen who turned up, shook her hands and said thank you for doing your bit for the country, as they then jumped off the Dover Cliffs to their death. And it was just a funny illustration that, yeah, people are so stupid that if the government asked them to jump off Beachy Head to bring down the unemployment figures, people will gladly jump off a cliff to bring down the unemployment figures. It's a joke. It's a satirical joke. No need to ring up anyone about it. And that's another thing. You people, you know who you are. You know who you are, because you may well be listening. If you're not listening now, you will be listening back. You run to somebody else rather than come and talk to me. What does that say about you? That says that you're just pathetic. You're just sad and pathetic. Because you'll sit at home, you'll hear what I have to say, and then you'll scurry to a third party and complain about it. That makes you sad and pathetic. But hey, you know, that's not my issue, is it? It's yours. Why are you so sad and pathetic? That's a question you'll have to answer. And sadly, and I do feel sad for you, it may well have something to do with your upbringing. Because sadly, that's usually the way most people end up sad and pathetic. They had a terrible start in life. When you've got a sad and pathetic start in life, you do grow up sad and pathetic. But listen, let's not dwell on the sad and patheticness of people. We're 40 minutes into the hour. Shout out to Eve. Thank you, Eve, for joining me. I've spoken about Ben Hornsby. Ben Hornsby is next up on Matt Taylor TV. Let's do a little promotional video for Ben Hornsby, because I'm so looking forward to having him up. What the hell was that? That was Ben Hornsby up next on Matt Taylor TV. Travel and life coach. 22 years a heroin addict. Now has turned his life around and a successful life coach. Currently living in Bali. Surrounded by beautiful people and a paradise environment. So sadly, it won't be at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's the best time for Ben. I'm busy this weekend. I've got a family do out in Seaford I'm going to. And so that's going to take up the whole day. Looking forward to catching up with the family. This is Auntie Sally's memorial as such. Sadly, Auntie Sally passed away during COVID lockdowns, and we weren't able to come together as a family and grieve the passing of one of our most favourite aunties. Listen, all aunties in the Taylor clan are favourite aunties. So I'll be busy this weekend. I'm not going up to see the magical imaginary girlfriend. No. Not going to see her this weekend. We'll be seeing the family. Did everyone have a great time at Brighton Pride last week? The weather was terrible, but there was no excuse for not going. So if anyone out there wanted to go to the gay pride but weren't able to, you cop out. No excuse. If you were real activist, you would have gone. Nothing would have stopped you. Over to Eve in the chat room. It'll be interesting about Ben. When are you doing that? As soon as the stars align, Eve. As soon as the stars align. At the moment, the best time for Ben is at Saturday at 3 o'clock. But sadly, I'm out and about this weekend. It's a big family get together. And so I'll be out in Seaford about that time, no doubt. So yes, as soon up next. That's all I want to say on the subject. Ben Hornsby is up next on Matt Taylor TV. I'm really looking forward to having a chat with him, and also only because I also think Ben will make a great addition to the team. You know what? I don't know about you, Eve. I don't know whether you're watching from. I don't know whether you're watching from America or the UK, but a lot of this is about bridging the gap. Yeah, we're bridging the gap. We're connecting the UK to New York, the UK to the US of A, Brighton to New York. And I'm sure everyone will be thrilled and eager to hear about Ben Hornsby. Over to Convid. Convid is in the chat. Convid, we're looking forward to a guy called Ben Hornsby. I shall repeat, Ben Hornsby is coming on to Matt Taylor TV. Cannot wait for him to come on. Like I said, he's already appeared on Holden Official. He's already been on Holden Official. And his YouTube username is Big Baby Jesus 6666. 6666. 4 sixes. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Ben Hornsby. Good to see you back live, Matt. Thank you ever so much, Jack. So, yeah, back doing the lives. So looking forward to getting all my equipment back and really jumping in, because I love using OBS. I love using OBS, and you know, I want to be the co-host of Noodles. I want to be Dave the Leather King's co-host. I just cannot do that. I cannot get it going without all my kit. Any thoughts on Rick Productions? Yes, I have got thoughts. Rick Productions. I've got thoughts on Rick Productions. Over to Eve. Yes, I'm in the UK. Good to hear. The way he's been treated on YouTube. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? And it goes back to the first comment we had in the chat room from Plisco, Ponce. It's all about deflecting. I mean, just quickly on Rick Productions, I don't think Rick is a paedophile, but I do believe, taking in consideration what happened with Ian Huntley and Maxine Carr, I'll just put it out there, I think Rick got away lightly. That's all I want to say. Rick got away lightly. I'm not going to say any more on it. Rick has a ghost in his house, apparently. Rick, is it fair to say Rick is the most controversial YouTuber out there? The hate he gets. But there was a very delicate moment, I remember, about a month ago, wasn't it? When Michelle Delaney spurned Rick Productions. Rick was very upset. He went live. And I thought that moment, spurned by Michelle Marie Delaney, I was worried that Rick may have done something very stupid live on YouTube then. It was going to happen. It was going to happen, but luckily it didn't. Would you have Rick on your show, Matt? What a good question. The thing is, he's never wanted to be on my show. He's never come on. And I think there was a one time, I remember him in the chat, and he said something about, he took a little pop at me. I don't know exactly what the pop was, but he took a little pop. Look, we all take pops at each other. It's the natural thing to do. We take a pop here, we take a pop there. So I don't know whether Rick has got something bee in his bonnet about me. So I don't think it's a question of will I have him on. Will you have? It's not a matter of me having anyone. It's a matter of whether they want a piece of me. And I don't think necessarily that Rick wants a piece of Matt Taylor TV. So no, I don't worry about that really. So let's get that on. Let's get some more promotional videos. Hope everyone's well there. Hope everyone's well. Let's get some promotional video on. Yeah, I have been missing out on the panels in New York. He is not, over to Convert, he is not the full shilling, says Convert. He's not the full shilling. Yeah, I've been missing out. I have been catching a few of your chats, Jack. I've been catching some of your chats with Dave and Russ. Fantastic. Dave was asking the other day, Matt, he's really impressed with you. He wants you on his panel. Yes. I'm really impressed with Dave. I think Dave is awesome. And it's just about the stars aligning at the moment. It's all about the stars aligning. Like I said, I'm going to miss Ben Hornsby, 3 p.m. Saturday, but we're going to rearrange that. And I've been missing going on Dave's panels. It's only because it's a bit busy at the moment, quite frankly. It's just a bit busy at the moment. I'm a bit of a busy bee. Buzzing around doing things. And I cannot commit. I don't know where I'll be at certain times anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, this afternoon, I could be out. I could be in. I could be in. I could be out. I could be shaking it all about. I could be pumping it fast or doing it nice and slow. I don't know which way it will go. Up or down, in or out, left or right. Or whether it's all about dimensions now. You know what I mean? I take my time. Do I do it fast? Or should I just stretch it all out? Savor every single moment of the pleasure. One or the other. Suffice to say, I am missing America. I'm missing America. Those dudes are fantastic. I should be out there keeping my finger in, getting in the mix, getting my name out there. But time and space sometimes aren't aligned. And at the moment, my time and space isn't aligning with Bali and New York. But once the space and time aligns, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Don't you worry. As soon as I get all my equipment back, my toys, put it that way, my toys. And I need America, Convert. I need America. We all need America. We all need Dave. We all need Russ. And we all need Michelle. And that's why I reckon Ben is going to be a great addition to the team. I've heard him in conversation with Holden Official. And at the end of it, Ben said something to the words to the effect of, mate, let's do this again. I'm happy to do it on a regular basis. He did say something like that. It may not have been the exact thing what he said, but he said to the words to the effect of, let's do it again. I'm ready to do it on a regular basis. And then my ears just went bing. It was like, did I hear Ben Hornsby just say words to the effect that let's do it again. I'm willing to do it on a regular basis. And when I hear someone out there say, I want to build a channel, I want to build a community, and I'm willing to do it consistently on a regular basis, I'm thinking, mate, this is what we need. So I really do feel that once we get together, once the stars align, we're going to be smashing it, baby. Over to Convert, who says, the time you went on Russ Illusionist Rebels was sensational. Was it? Oh, that was the day. That was the day. Lever King. The Bobby Star Show channel got taken down by porn bombing. Yes, it's all coming back to me. I was in the right mood. I was in the right buzz. I just wanted to go live and talk to people. Jack, I don't know whether you were there. I'm sure you were there. I don't know whether you were there or not. But we had this panel going. And it was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. We were talking about Rick, funny enough. We're having the right buzz, man. And we fucking love it. I was loving the buzz. And then the porn bombers came and the channel went. It was like just being there. You know what I mean? Being there about to blow your load. And then getting pulled out and a fucking elastic band zoomed on the edge of your dick. That's what it felt like. It felt like being deprived the sweet sensations of an ejaculation. That's what it felt like. Being deprived of the sweet sensations of your ejaculation. And that hurt, man. That hurt. I couldn't touch my genitalia for at least a week after. It was too tender, too sensitive. But now, with the help of the soft caress of my magical imaginary girlfriend, my genitalia are being felt again. They're being brought back to life. And I'm getting the hard on. I'm getting a hard on for America. You got it. You hearing what I say? I'm getting a hard on for Dave. I'm getting a hard on for Michelle. I'm getting a hard on for Russ. But most of all, I'm getting a hard on for you, my dear audience. Dave still talks about that live. Really? Does he? Oh, yeah. We should all talk about it. We should all never forget what porn bombers do to YouTube. Porn bombers destroy YouTube. They destroy content creators. And so it does boil my blood when I see that Belen Plisco on other shows bigging it up and everyone showing him respect. Tut, tut, tut. Tut, tut, tut to anyone out there bigging up Plisco. Horrible. You should need to fucking give your heads a wobble. Over to Jack. I missed the porn bombing live, but went on Russ live to find out what had occurred. And you were there in amazing form. Oh, yes. I remember it. I remember it as if it happened only yesterday. Parking by the lake, there was not another car inside. And I never saw a girl looking any better than you did. Or the kids at school, they were wishing they were me that night. Now our bodies are so close and tight. And never felt so good, never felt so right. And we're glowing like the metal on the edge of the knife. Glowing like the metal on the edge of the knife. Well, come on. Hold on tight. Well, come on. Hold on tight. We have to get back on track. And I'm talking to myself rather than to you. Look, I'm not here to give you advice. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what works for me. It's the old R&P motto, which I stand by in life. Lead by example. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's your business. I'm just here to tell you what I've done and what I do to overcome adversity and meet life's challenges. Because adversity and life challenges don't stop coming. They're a flow. And they come down from high. You either get washed away by the adversity and challenges of life, or you learn to let them flow over you. Because that's all it is. They're thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Nothing except a meteorite can smash you in the face and take you down. And we should all be concerned about the meteorites. Over to Jack. America had a taste of the Mozart of YouTube. America liked it. You honestly, Jack, you are, without a doubt, the biggest fucking charmer out there. You, on more than a dozen occasions, you've charmed the underpants off me. Woo! And I'm sure you've charmed the knickers of lots of women as well. I know it may have taken £200 to do so, but listen, money well spent. So, what do we need to do? We need to align the stars with Ben Hornsby. Ben Hornsby's coming on to show. He is up next. Ben Hornsby is going to get introduced to the New York crowd. I have to, Jack. This guy is one of us. And he's an inspiration. 22 years heroin addicted. And he had a few relapses in it as well. And now he's a successful traveling life coach. Just imagine the life experience that man can share with us. No doubt, I'm not putting words into Ben's mouth. No doubt he's got things to tell you. He'll tell you what, I don't know. But what I do know is that Ben's life experience is going to teach us a lot. It's going to inspire us a lot. When does Mr. Ben turn up? Soon. Up next. That's all I can say. Up next. Sadly, he would be available at 3 p.m. on Saturday, but I won't be available, Jack. I'm out and about 3 p.m. on Saturday. But listen, Ben Hornsby is up next. He's up next on Matt Taylor TV. Do not miss it. You wouldn't want to miss it. You would not want to miss Ben Hornsby. Absolutely inspirational fella. I can't wait to get him on the show. No, the negotiation's done, mate. The negotiation's done. He said yes. Ben said to me, let's get it sorted. Let's do it. The negotiations is done. It's just a matter of aligning the stars now. It's just a matter of getting him. As soon as he's ready, I'm ready. But of course, there is a time difference, isn't there? Let's look at the time difference. Time difference between UK and Bali. So 7 hours ahead. They're 7 hours ahead. So, well, it's like 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. in Bali. Hello, Brian. Hello, Brian. Good to have you in the house, Brian. Hello, Brian. I'm just talking about Ben Hornsby up next. So he's 7 hours ahead. So yeah, it'd be 5:30. Is that right? 5:30. I mean, he could come on now. I don't know whether Ben's out there. He's living the. Let me share you. I will share with you his. Oh man, the guy is inspirational. Share screen. So this is Ben. This is Ben Hornsby, everyone. Be sure to subscribe to @BigBabyJesus6666. He's living out there in Bali now. He's living with the beautiful people. I take it you can see this. Yes, I take it you can see it. So he's out in Bali, living with the beautiful people. Wonderful. So we got. Would you like to hear my story of 22 years of drug to a world traveling boss? And I said yes. And Ben will be coming on. Let's go to one of his videos. Here we go. This is his video mishaps I don't normally let you see. This is the man coming on to Matt Taylor TV, Ben Hornsby. Looking forward to it. Thoroughly looking forward to having Ben on. So that's Ben. Ben sounds sensational. He does, doesn't he? He does. Yes, we see it, Matt. Good. Thank you. Maybe you could reconsider the 3 p.m. slot on Saturday, Matt. The thing is, Convid, I'll be out and about. I sadly cannot be at two places at the same time. I cannot be at the two places at the same time. I know. But yeah, Ben sounds sensational. He does, doesn't he? I'm so looking forward to seeing Ben and having Ben on the script, on the show. And like I said, I get the impression Ben is up for it. Ben is up for creating his own YouTube community, his own YouTube family. So if you haven't done so already, you know, please let's all subscribe to Ben. He's on 122 subscribers at the moment, 122 subscribers. YouTube is all about discovering new people. You know, Jack was fantastic with that. Jack brought us New York, and that's been a roaring success. And we've still got so much we can do with New York. Like I said, I'm just waiting for my own personal nightmare to pass. Okay, then I can hit this with full effort. I'm all about, look, if you're going to do something, do it properly. Do or don't. Do or die. And at the moment, I'm having to do it with a hand tied behind my back. And I know, metaphorically speaking, I know Brian has been super generous helping me. And I've got everything I do need. But still, for my own mental health well-being, I want my property returned with me. I want to be in charge of my own life, and I want this nightmare over. And only then can I concentrate on new avenues. Have you seen Dave networking with Miss Hussey? I haven't too much. No, I haven't. I've missed that. I know Dave went over to Miss Hussey's, didn't he? I saw a few thumbnails of that, but I haven't been following it. So there's a lot for me to catch up with, Jack. There's a lot to catch up with. And I will catch up with them all. I will catch up. Because we've got time. We have got time. I know I haven't got any time at 3 p.m. on Saturday, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth. But we've all got time. Oh, God. So let's see what else. We've done Ben Hornsby. Nice. Nice to see YouTube doing so well. Andrew Gold. You know a bit of Andrew Gold, don't you? Big Tony's Bants. Hypercam. Sean Atwood. Professor Tim Wilson. This is a recommendation from Brian. 12-volt vids. And then we've got Troll Conspiracy. Live New York City. Lawyer Visit from Hell. And then we've got Paul Cook. Oh, Brian Harvey TV. Brian Harvey done a 4-hour, or 3-hour 50 during the middle of the night. Who caught Brian Harvey's BBC marathon? Michelle Marie Delaney. Regular 3 o'clock. Please, listen. You are a charmer, you are, Jack. Honestly, you're a fucking charmer, you are. You know very well. Massage my ego and I'll get Big Willie, right? You know that. It's an adult show. Don't worry about it. No need to fucking ring Ofcom. But I bet you say that to everyone, don't you? So look, everyone, Convid is Jack, my mate. He's like a producer extraordinaire. He knows how to produce. He knows how to bring people together. So it was Jack who brought us to the New York attention, and that's going so well. Yes, I can't. I'm just waiting to meet up, touch base again with Dave. I remember when I came to your studio, I was awestruck. I remember, Jack. I remember when I popped to the shops and I left you in charge. Do you remember that? I left. Still makes me laugh. I was only gone 10 minutes. I popped to the shop. It was all going so well. Just really kicking it off. It was smashing it. So I had to pop to the shop. So I thought, Jack, stay in the hot seat. You'll be fine. So I left Jack in the hot seat. When I came back, everything was still going, but like Jack was sat on the sofa with his virtually with his head in his hands, like rocking back and forth. And I said to him, "What the fuck's going on? Are you everything okay?" And then Jack goes, "I can't take it. I can't take it." Oh, it still makes me laugh. Still makes me laugh. That was so funny. I had to learn the hard way, sink or swim. Yeah, we've all got milestones to go through. And I think Brian definitely had that milestone, didn't you, Brian? You had your own YouTube milestone, being held to account. We've all got to, we all got to go through these experiences. We've got to go through these experiences. We've got to go through an experience where the whole chat is on your case. You've got to go through an experience where people throw mud at you, and it's all the way how you deal with it. It ain't easy, this YouTube lark. Yes, it isn't easy. Not many people can do it. Going back to Rick Productions, of course I don't think he's a paedophile at all. I think he has got a case to answer, allowing what he did allow in his domain. But listen, professionals have covered that. I don't think it needs covering again. But why has he come into it? Oh yeah, at least he's got the balls to do it. You know what I mean? No offense to anyone. People out there may be simpletons, but you still need the balls to be a YouTuber. And I tell you who has got the balls: Ben Hornsby. And who else has got the balls? Katie. Katie's a seasoned warrior. Katie's lives are awesome. Good, yes, that's it. And of course, I caught after the fact. I think Katie went on another channel, the Moon side, the Moon and Jupiter side, and spoke a bit about it as well. So I caught Katie after the event talking to the Moon and Jupiter crowd, and this is something I think is worth touching upon. I want to start touching base with the Moon and Jupiter crowd, whoever they are. The bleeding hearts out there, the Moons and the Jupiters. I want to start touching base with them, because I know my name gets mentioned a lot over in their corner. So they've heard the name Matt Taylor, but also they've heard the bullshit that comes with it from the likes of the LARPers. You know what I mean by the LARPers? I don't like mentioning their name because they're so pathetic. They're sad and pathetic. But listen, they've had sad and pathetic childhoods. So we mustn't laugh at people less fortunate than ourselves. Okay. Hope you get all your kit back, Matt. Yeah, it's kind of come back. It happens all the fucking time. What happens is I get arrested for shit. For absolute drobble bullshit accusations against me. And then a year later, all my stuff gets done. And they say, oh, yeah, we're not going to pay it any further. Take it any further. Because we know it's all rubbish and bullshit. But yet the idiots out there, the LARPers out there, reckon everything that you're accused of, you've done. Oh, there we go. Stan W. God. Well, I think you're boring as well, mate. I think you're boring as well. That's something you can't do, is it, Stan? I'm sure you've done it. I'm sure you've done it in the past. But until you do it again, you'll never be a Ben Hornsby. You'll never be inspirational. You'll never inspire other people. Right? And I'm being that fair. And I'm saying this out of my own experience. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you what I know. You are boring and you know it. That's why you've come on and you've expressed yourself in this way. And I am open for you. I am open to business. I am willing to help you deal with the adversity in life, deal with the life challenges without being boring. Just check out Taylor's Life Coaching, Brighton. Police should just return it all. Shame on you, Sussex Police. Yes. Yeah, what have you done, Stan? What have you done? If you don't even know what you've done, no one else knows. Yes, Mr. Garden does sound depressed. Cheer up, Mr. Garden. I'm an inspiration to lots, really. Okay, and until you keep that, just keep it to yourself, you know. But you're certainly not an inspiration. You're certainly not an inspiration to me. Look at that, Stan W. Gardner coming in, thinking she's or he is the best researcher in the world. Really? Was I? Was I a military police? Was I? Was it all lies? Chow, oh look, we got Stan coming in all annoyed. Ooh. Brian seems to be getting into a lot of arguments at the moment. But of course, Stan won't come in and say anything. Because Stan, you're boring. You know, it's okay to be boring. Get it. Yes, isn't Stan getting all excited? Stan, you're getting all excited. Your laptop is revealing all to the police. Oh, wow. Wow, Stan. It's really great having someone like you in the chat. We needed a bit of fun. Whoa, we've got someone. Hello. Bonjour, ça va?
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. You're
Okay.
on your period?
This is a different setup, isn't it? Restream, yeah?
No. Yeah, no, we're on Restream. Yeah, we're on Restream.
Good. I'm glad to hear you're back. People were concerned about you. Hoping you were okay.
Well, yeah, of course, you know, there's no need to be concerned about me.
Because
what you can know is if you don't hear from me, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm having fun. So don't worry about that.
That's good. And all the haters have come over to America because they can't attack you at the moment. So they're investing the streams over there.
Oh, that's nice. Invest in the streams over there. Shit, that doesn't sound particularly good.
Oh, it's pretty full on. It's pretty full on at the moment, Matt.
How are the Americans handling it?
Very well. It's impressive. As you know, they've had a lot of grief years ago, which got really heavy. So this is nothing. They've seen it all before, but it's just embarrassing. Rick had a brick thrown at his window.
Holy shit! Really? Fuck.
But apparently it was the ghost. So we're trying to get the ghost.
Is it? Have we got a oh my god, did the brick really get thrown at a ghost? Oh my god, it's all getting a bit crazy.
It's exciting times because love him or hate him, Rick does bring in the views.
And everyone talks about Rick.
This is it. And he's never been arrested. He's never been charged. And as you know, even if you are arrested, it still doesn't mean you're guilty, does it?
Well, no, it just means somebody said some shit about you and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Hey, listen, I don't think Rick will ever come on Matt Taylor TV. Rick is within his own league. Remember, we were talking about this earlier on. Everyone's got their leagues in life, and Rick is in the Premier League.
But be honest though, if Rick did come on your live, it would be no end of shit, wouldn't it, for you?
Well, there would involve some cleaning up, but I think a few tissues, we can clean up his cum pretty quickly.
So could you handle it if Rick came on?
I think it's just best to swallow on those kind of instances, so there's no mess left behind.
It would be a sensational live stream because the haters would be literally their knobs would literally be so hard if they saw you and Rick on a live. It would be an exciting stream.
To be fair, Jack, I don't think Rick will ever come on Matt Taylor TV.
What if he was invited by your producer?
Oh, now listen, I'm like a vampire like this, right? If you invite someone, they will come on.
You know I've got chum.
You're eating the old dog food again.
See, I'm feeling that you don't want Rick on. I get that. I do get it.
How can anyone not want Rick on?
Because he's fucking dangerous.
Is he dangerous?
The hate he brings, the carnage, the chaos. Can you handle it?
But how is Rick handling this constant hate?
He's gone running to Dave like a bitch.
I mean, look, all I know, it was difficult watching Michelle Marie Delaney spurn Rick.
Yeah, but Matt, hard. Michelle's got Lumi as her bodyguard.
Right.
And you've got Mark.
Yes.
So could Mark deal with it?
Here.
What about if Mark dealt with it as, you know, as the middleman?
Okay, let's get real, Jack. Are you pushing for Rick Productions to be on Matt Taylor TV?
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's cool. But listen, he has to take his place behind Ben Hornsby.
Is Ben going to show though?
You now, Jack.
Is Ben going to show, Matt?
Yes.
Is he a talker or is he a provider?
Ben is my gift to everyone.
Okay. And you've had off-screen chats with him then, and it sounds good, yeah?
Not yet, no. Everything's done in the public so far, but I've exchanged. He said, yes, let's do it.
Okay.
And that's enough for me.
Well, let's hope so, because this sounds like a man that's fully qualified in life coaching.
And I think between us, and I also want to get my sister involved because she can identify with 22 years being a heroin addict. So I do want to get my sister involved.
That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be good.
And I do want, I want to link up New York. And for the record, Rick is more than welcome on Matt Taylor TV.
Really? That's interesting. I mean, I'm surprised because I thought you'd want to avoid him.
No. Listen. I'm not going to avoid anyone in life. Rick.
Wow.
Rick is a person. He's got feelings. He's more than welcome on it. I personally don't think he'll waste his time. He's got better things to do. But if ever he wants to come on Matt Taylor TV, he'll be welcomed just as everybody else is welcomed.
But the haters would literally be queuing up and they'd be all over that. It would be sensational. It would be a really fucking amazing stream, but I'm just wondering about the backlash. Would it finish off people?
Yes.
It would, wouldn't it?
It will. And we're going to have to go back to square one and start again.
Rick could literally be killed if he comes on your live.
Same with the Matt Taylor TV channel.
Exciting times we're living in here.
Bricks being thrown through windows. Launched by ghosts.
It's the ghost, yeah. Do you know what? Everyone was pointing the finger at everyone else, and then suddenly we all realised it was the ghost that had broken the window, that was sending the pizza, that was sending the police, and all the other shit that was happening. It was the ghost doing it all, laughing behind Rick's back.
Good God. And that
But
shows
again,
how special Rick is.
Rick is so special. The paranormal are very invested in him, trying to sabotage his channel.
And I think we'll have a massive, really productive conversation with the likes of you, Dave, Rick, Ben, myself, and others.
Matt, Dave can't stop talking about you. He mentioned you the other day. He said that what you do, your editing, the way, your potential, your talent, the way you talk, the way everything about you is just YouTube perfection. And he's just, that was the concern. It was like, where is Matt Taylor? Where is he?
You are such a charmer. Listen, I want to be Dave's wingman. I want to be there.
He wants you, man. He needs you. He said it multiple times. Where the fuck is Matt Taylor when I need him?
Shit. I know. It's tough, isn't it?
This is the thing. This is why we were concerned. It was like, Matt, they want him, they need him, they love him. And where is he? And people couldn't figure it out. And I was trying to explain things like, well, there's shit going on. He's been handicapped by the police. He's literally, he's got half, he can't, he hasn't got the equipment. Now. He needs his equipment back. Fuck's sake, Sussex Police.
Our Sussex Police. I've solved the crime for them, and they're still fucking lagging.
Sabotage, Matt. That's the word, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh God, Jack. Hey, but listen, you've been busy, have you? You've been keeping the fires stoked.
I've been making sure that when you return, the path is clear for you. All I am is clearing out the path, keeping it nice, and you know that fella that does all the trimming near you, the old guy.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing on YouTube.
Oh, you're a star.
Been making sure the path is clear for you when you come to America. But we understand.
I'm bringing a new friend with us as well. I think we're all going to be blown away with Ben. So
Ben sounds incredible. Ben sounds yeah.
Oh, well done, everyone. Well done. We're all moving in the right direction.
And I think you're right. This is all perfect because you knew deep down you needed Ben with you as the experienced life coach.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think yet again, you everyone was doubting Matt Taylor, thinking, what the fuck's he doing? Where is he? And all you've been doing is making sure that Ben is prepared and ready. And you've had to use this time to fill in. It takes time, and people are so impatient.
You know, it takes time, and relationships still have to be maintained as well.
That's right.
Everyone's got things outside of YouTube. They've got families. They've got girlfriends.
People don't realise, Matt, the amount of work you have to put in behind the scenes to make all this work. It's not simple.
Yeah, no. It doesn't just land in the lap. You know, we've got to go out and pick it.
Because you make it look so easy, Matt, you see. Because you're the Mozart of YouTube. It's like, when people went up to Mozart, they used to say, Mozart, how the fuck are you doing this? Where's this coming from? He said, look, I'm just
a charmer, you are. You definitely charm my underpants off.
People couldn't figure Mozart out. And it's the same with Matt Taylor. It's like, Matt, where's Matt getting this talent from? It must be from somewhere else. They just can't work it out.
Listen, we're all inspiring each other. And so that's why it's important to keep the mix going.
All I'm saying is, when I sat with my head in my hands on your sofa,
oh gosh, yeah,
in a pool of sweat, in agony, screaming, howling in pain, because I'd had my YouTube baptism of fire.
Yeah, like
when you walked in that door, it was like an angel with legs, just walking in, saving me, just calmly sitting down, casually, like you didn't even like bat an eyelid. You just sat down. Well, yeah, right. Where are we? And just carried on like nothing had happened. Well, that's when I knew I was in the presence of a genius.
I bet you say that to everyone.
No, man.
I don't I don't know what's going on in the chat room between Stan and everyone else.
And you don't think Stan is the mouse, do you? You're convinced?
No, I think it's somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I think and the mouse. Apparently, the mouse has got is terminally ill.
Oh no, Mouse has got multiple channels. I didn't bother sending them to you, but he's got loads of new ones up.
Oh, that's good. So he's
He's got one dedicated just to me.
Oh, really? Well done.
With my face on it, and the only video at the moment is apparently you filming naked boys on the beach. I don't remember that happening. Do you?
Yeah, I mean this is something the satanic cretin has been pushing around as well.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because I was there. I don't remember anyone getting naked. It was a bit strange.
I know, that was all fun and games, wasn't it? You could see how mad they were when they jumped on that.
Desperation, Matt. They've got nothing, you see, so they just make things up. And any sane person can see the bollocks. But that's what desperate people do.
It's a funny world out there, that's for sure. It's a funny world.
The world is going to be even more funny now that Matt Taylor is promoting.
Well, look, the thing is, Dave is live now.
Okay.
Dave is live, so
here's your opportunity to say hello to Dave.
Yeah. Let's do that, I say let's do it.
Isn't that perfect the way it all happens?
Screen.
So I should be able to go on Dave's now.
What, are you taking me with you, or shall I jump off?
I'll jump off.
Okay. Isn't it perfect how this happens, Matt?
I know. It's fantastic, isn't it?
See, nobody can beat you, Matt. Okay? Nobody can. Catch you soon.
And you, buddy. Hello, Dave. Great to touch base with you again, buddy. Yeah, I've just been live talking to Jack, and he's been filling me in with the latest, and you know, great to see you, mate. Well, the thing is, Dave, I've got a few channels, so I flit on all of them. Yeah, so yeah. And look, I just want to bring you up to date. There's a guy is going to come on called Ben Hornsby. Now, Ben Hornsby was 22-year heroin addict, and he's now a successful travel life coach living in Bali, living the dream. So he's up next on Matt Taylor TV, and I think he's going to make a great. I get the impression he's up to do YouTube on a consistent basis, and so it's definitely someone I want to introduce to the New York crowd. Ben Hornsby. Yeah, and you know, and more, the better the story, surely, more success with it. Is that how it works? Or is everyone's story, you know, worthy in itself? It's And of course, there's an element of helping yourself by sharing your story, because like you just touched upon, everyone would have shared similar experiences. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to getting this Ben on board. Well, no, it's all of it, but I really feel you lot are going to be important too, because do you know, when we were in that massive panel, weren't we, when your channel got taken down? And I thought this was the dream, a massive panel of New Yorkers talking with UKers, US with the UK. It was an amazing experience. We were talking maturely, openly, and enthusiastically. And it was so guttering. It was, you know, it hurt when your channel got taken down. But that's exactly what I want to get involved with, those kind of massive panel meetings in the Atlantic. Yeah, you just got to play it as it happens, hasn't it? Make the most of the situation. You got to play it, deal with it as it happens. And I think that's the challenge. That will be a challenge. I quite like it when things like that happen. You know, it happen in the moment. We'll deal with
Yeah, it's spontaneous. It's spontaneous. It's real. It's emotional, and you know,
and
I think that's
sometimes
great.
we'll handle it badly, and sometimes we'll handle it fantastically. But that will be the beauty of the moment.
When exactly is this happening?
Well, I don't know, when the stars align. When the stars align. So I'm bad at giving specific times and dates. It will happen when it happens. All I can say is that Ben is up next on Matt Taylor TV.
The Reds, please. Sorry, man. I'm trying to pay for something.
No, you go. You
Getting
go ahead.
myself before I get to work.
This is. I love the fact that we're seeing a world. It's fantastic. Isn't this great, everyone? We're talking to Dave from New York. This is what YouTubing is all about. This is what YouTubing is all about. Making the most of the technology at our fingertips. Bringing people together like this. Loving it. We're loving it like this. So Dave's just stopped off something to eat, no doubt.
Sorry, no, I was buying my stuff.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm at 7-Eleven. I'm getting my stuff before I go to work.
Cool.
No, I was listening. Yeah, so we're gonna try to get more interviews, whatever. You know, I would love for you to be up here. I would love for you to participate more. I just don't want to ask and be a jerk. You know what I mean? Jack comes up. He provides a great insight to other people's opinions. I think Jack is a very intelligent man. And I've been telling people for a while, you know, I've never met anyone as intelligent as you. You're probably one of the most intelligent people I've met on here.
Oh, come on, Dave. You bet you say that to
You
everyone.
are. You're a steamroller. Telling you.
Listen, right back at you, buddy. Back at you. I think you're a great addition to YouTube, and your good looks. That's what I mean. I do get a hard on whenever I see you, I must admit.
Like looking in a mirror, right? Right, man? Yeah.
No, look, and I think Jack is great when he comes on. I think you've really embraced Jack, and you've embraced his sense of humor.
So he's great. Seal Hater, do you know Matt Taylor? Matt Taylor TV?
No, I don't know if I do.
Hello, Seal Hater. big.
Hi, are you an old Melton John fan?
Yeah, I like a bit of Elton John, but I prefer Bernie Taupin because he was a lyricist behind it, wasn't he? So I'm a big fat fan of Bernie.
Oh, I got you.
Now, Seal Hater started boozing and using around the age of 7, right? Seal Hater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm in the process now. It's actually my brother gave me this parchment paper shit as a present because he just came up from Florida, and I'm in the process of cooking chicken right now. You won't believe this, but I don't know if I like this Italian parchment paper that is sitting. It's kind of cool because the way it's made, it's got the holes. So you just plop it in the air fryer, and then you flip the chicken around.
So, Seal Hater, what do you think about Milton John? Do you think he's in prison, or do you think he's maybe just getting help?
Melton John, I would say it's probably in a mental institution.
Right. So Matt, we have this guy here who's been threatening people for about 3 years that I know of, going to their houses, making videos about how he's going to kill their parents, etc. It goes on and on and on with this guy. And then one day he just drops off the face of the earth. But there are rumors that the police were looking for him, all this stuff. Getting back to YouTube is also very dangerous. There's a lot of dangerous people here.
Let me ask you a question, Noodles. Do you think when Abby went to go meet him, did Abby kick his ass or did Melton kick her ass?
That never happened. Oh, that never happened.
What?
They never met.
No, they actually got into a fight though, didn't they?
Oh, really?
I want to know who actually won the fight though, like, cause it was like a woman versus like a he-man.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I think that they're friends in real life. I don't think there was a real fight. I'd never seen the video. All I heard was a bunch of people talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. But we loved that though, right, Nose? Like, who do you think would win in a fight? Like Melton John or Rosie O'Kelly?
Rosie. So Melton's one of those like flingy guys, always throwing his arm all over the. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those. He's not a hitter. Rosie would grab him and just throw him to the ground. That would. I'm telling you, Rosie would know what to do.
Yeah, I think Rosie would throw the grill over the top.
Hey Matt, do you know who this Rosie O'Kelly is? Have you ever heard of Rosie O'Kelly?
No, I'm afraid I don't. Rose, no.
So Rosie O'Kelly is originally from this community, the Boyd, right? And Rosie gets out of this community and starts like actually doing real YouTube, and became successful or semi-successful for doing it. Now Rosie had transitioned into a woman from a man, and right now as we speak, Rosie is, I guess, detransitioning back to a man.
All right.
So it's a very interesting scenario. I try to go over there and watch it. But yesterday, Seal Hater, I went over there and I asked Rosie. I said, Rosie, can we talk about the recent happenings in your life? And she goes, no, I don't know you. Go back and watch my videos. And then I got blocked over there.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful. You gotta catch her ass, or you're gonna get blocked. You gotta be very careful of mods over there too.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was that big. I mean, there's a lot of questions when somebody does that, right? I mean, I'm not not crazy for asking those questions. I mean, I'm a single white male looking for poon all the time, right?
Well,
And then you got this.
the thing too is like she's like what do you call it? Moderated. Say it's you know, I mean
Yeah,
that
no, I understand. I understand. I was told, so I just didn't think that was a big deal. You're coming out telling people you're getting breasts removed. You're going, how far are you going back? That's my question. Like, so when someone detransitions,
right.
do they start growing a beard? I don't know. I want to know if Rosie's going to grow a mustache or a beard or what. I don't know how far she's going to take it.
You were talking about being monetized earlier, and I was wondering if you use like YouTube Premium, like how do you get monetized off of like 50 or 100 subs? Like how's that work? Like,
How I was monetized?
No, I mean like I've seen people monetize and they only have like 100 subs. Like how's that work?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was monetized once, and you want to know who got me monetized? You want to know who did all that? Botter. Botter did.
Yeah,
So,
but did you pay the premium YouTube thing or what?
no, I don't think so. But dude, all I remember during that time was, Botter was my manager, and he would say, "All right, go into YouTube Studios or something, or do this, and they're gonna send you a fucking code. Give it to me, and I'll apply for everything." And that's all I did.
Okay, all right.
I don't even know how the hell I applied for it once again when I got up to 500 on that other channel. By the way, guys, we're almost at 400 subscribers. 400, and we just started doing this like last month. So my point is that when I did that, they shot me down right away. I never got monetized. They're never going to monetize this channel. They're never going to monetize me.
Right.
So I have no clue you're asking me wrong about.
Hey, look, Dave, well done for bouncing back. I think everyone deserves to give the thumbs up and share this channel because you will hit that 400. Even at the end of play today, you could have 400. It's all up to us, the audience, to show our support.
Yeah. So, Matt, what channel are you going live on?
I'm live on. Well, I change my name all the time.
I'll be right back.
Well, Seal Hater. What's what's your name, buddy? How do I refer to you?
You can call me Seal, or you can call me Seal Hater, or you can call me Gay Seal.
So you don't like revealing your real name?
My real name? This is my real name.
Seal. Okay, Seal. Okay.
He was brought up in a biker gang.
Right.
So,
cool.
What is your real name, Taylor? Matt. Like Matt.
Yeah, I don't really mind. Matt. I'll call you Seal.
Everybody knows me.
Nice. Yeah.
Are you from the UK?
Yeah, Brighton, down on the coast.
Oh, nice. Do you like that seaside? What's his name? All those people over in the UK, those live streamers like Rick Productions and Seaside Mark and all those people.
Well, of course, I've heard of Rick Productions, but other than that,
yeah, Matt, what do you think about that? What do you think is going on?
Well,
I know Jack thinks. I never asked you about this.
I think he's a pedophile. That's what I think.
Well, I don't think he's a pedophile, and I think that for the authorities have looked into it. He should have. I personally think he should have done some time just for allowing it to happen in his gaff, but other people have looked into it and said no.
There were a bunch of people I was talking to years ago, Taylor, and it was Northern Ireland because I'm Irish, and and the UK, and they didn't like Rick Productions over there.
And the thing is, Seal, I'm called a pedo myself, so I
Oh.
totally understand. I can sympathise with
No,
people who call something they're not.
I didn't call him pedo, but what I'm saying is they were calling him pedo, over there though.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, I don't care if it's for what
I
I
don't
feel
know.
about someone.
Right.
Yeah, he should have done some time for what happened in his gaff.
Mm,
Even, but obviously
yeah.
people looked at it and felt as if he had no case to answer, and that's more learned gentlemen looked into it. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it has been looked into, and no
Yeah, I mean, like
charges
the
were brought
police
against
definitely looked into this. The police looked into
him.
this. It wasn't like some YouTube sleuth or whatever. It was the actual police, and they had the victims, they had the computers, they had all the stuff. I mean, I can't do that to someone when he's been through all of that, and then just say like, yeah, you're a pedophile, because it's pointless.
The thing is,
Right.
Jack.
I mean, how much further can you go with, you got the police investigating it, the victims complaining about it, the fucking, the computers. What else do you want?
Look, Jack has asked me whether Rick is welcome on my channel. I personally don't think Rick would want to, but of course, anyone is welcome, and I'm not going to say no to Rick just because a bunch of people falsely label him something which I don't think he is.
Well, who knows? I mean, there was a lot of bad shit going on over there a couple of years ago, and it was years ago that I used to talk to the what the hell's her name, Kitty, the one that was painting her house over there.
Gray
Uh,
cat?
Cosmic Kitty, you know who
Oh
she
yeah, that
is?
rings a
Oh
bell.
yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lot of stir up with the pedos over in the UK, and I it to me it was kind of funny to talk to them all, but I don't know. Like they said, stay away from Rick Productions.
Hey, look,
And
Yeah, but
if we want to talk about pedos, let's talk about your president, because isn't he the biggest fucking noncy old man weirdo fuckface in the history of American politics too?
well, I can't say anything bad about
Oh,
my
but
president.
yet
So.
you're happy to call. Yeah, that's I find funny. Let's park Rick. Rick's just a YouTuber. If you want to talk about fucking nonsense hiding in plain sight, let's talk about the president of the United States of America.
you want to know a funny fact?
Oh,
I was doing this show called Sneak and Peek, right? It was about a sexual predator that was on YouTube, and he thought it was okay to go to parks and like, spy on kids and whatever. And when people came to me and they're like, dude, don't joke about that. I'm like, listen, we got a sitting president right now who fucking sniffs kids
yeah.
without their consent. And nobody's throwing their fucking arms up in the air, screaming about it. People are supporting this guy.
I know.
Like, how dare these fucking people?
Hey, look, Dave.
You're absolutely right about
Phil,
that.
I've got Ben over at my channel, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to you here. I'm gonna go and say hi to Ben, but hopefully, I can rejoin you soon. But I
Yeah,
want to say goodbye.
absolutely. Anytime, man. You're more than welcome anytime.
Wonderful. Okay.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. In that case, then, David, whenever I do catch you live, do you mind if I just jump on straight away?
absolutely, please do so.
Brilliant.
Please.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Seal, and I'll catch you again soon. Okay.
Take care, man.
Bye. Bye.
Wow. The great Matt Taylor.
Right. Right, everyone. I do believe we've got Ben Hornsby in the chat. Isn't that fantastic? see if we can get Ben up here. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So let's get rid of that. Oh, here we go. No video feed. Hello, Ben. Good to have you on, buddy.
Yeah, nice to speak to you, fellas.
Oh, great to see you. And you're out in Bali at the moment, Ben.
Yeah, I've been out here for 2 years, mate. Yeah.
Hey, listen, thanks ever so much. I was just talking to New York, so I'm bigging your name up over in New York. I'm sure a lot of people in the audience are familiar with you because Holden Official. You've been on Holden Official. And
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what we'll do, mate. If you want, unless you want to do it now, but it's probably better to go on your community page and say, look, we're going to have Ben Acker, baby Jesus. He's going to come on, talk about his life of sexual abuse, 22 years of heroin addiction, multiple prison sentences, murder of a brother, to a world traveling entrepreneur. So if you create it, give it a couple of days, it builds up momentum and people will follow, and you'll get more followers, mate, to your channel.
You've got it. You know your stuff. That's why you're a successful coach. Yeah.
Well, I'm not great on YouTube, but I'm slowly getting better. But I make all my money from Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, listen, I'm good on YouTube, so I'm sure between each other, we can work this out. But yeah, I agree totally. So this is great because this has given a little taster to everyone. But we will be back in a couple of days with Ben Hornsby telling us his amazing true life story.
Yeah.
So
but I will say now, there will be trigger warnings of sexual abuse, death, overdoses and stuff. So people just be aware of that if you can't handle it.
We'll be able to handle it.
We're sure they can.
Yeah. And of course, so what you're telling us now, this is going to be brutally honest from you. It's going to be
100% honest. Listen, mate, you can ask me anything. I've done so many therapy groups. There's nothing I'm not afraid to say. You can ask me anything, mate. I'm not afraid to say it. And the only reason I want to do this, it's not to make money or get views and stuff like that. It's to spread a message to show, mainly to suffering addicts, that we can come from the grips of despair and create a good life. That's really my message.
And that's what makes your story so inspirational. And it's a bit of a cliche, isn't it? But Ben, I've heard you say it. You've said, if you can do it, anyone can do it.
They can, mate, because I've seen others do it. When we do the live, I'll explain how it all happened. There's a technique, mate, honestly. There is a technique. I won't talk about it now. I'll wait for the live. But there's a technique to improving your life to be fucking fantastic.
Well, and what I would like to do, Ben, when we do go live, is drill down. It may take us 2 to 3 hours. Are you open to that?
Yeah, absolutely, bruv. Because I've done so many different kinds of therapies. So there's so many different kinds of approaches that work in your life. So I'll just give you one example, which you may know yourself. So say, for instance, you're a negative person. You're always moaning. Nothing goes right for you. Nobody likes you. Well, guess what? Your life's going to be shit, isn't it? Yeah, but if you're one of them people that can try and find the good in life, life might be hard, but if you could try and find some little bit of good in life, be grateful for it, be a kind person, be loving to people, what happens is you make friends. Then opportunities arise. Then somebody say, you know what, he's a nice bloke. I might give him a job. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. But if you're a negative, horrible, moaning bastard, nobody wants to be in here. That's how it happened to me. As soon as I started to learn to love myself, my life transformed rapidly.
And you've touched on this attracting what you project, and I'm sure your story is going to resonate with everyone.
Yeah, I'm a believer in, like, some people are like believers in different things. I've studied Islam, I've studied Buddhism, and I've studied Christianity. I'm neither. I'm a great believer in the law of attraction. Louise Hay, she's a good author. She sold 20 million books. What you give, you get back. You know what I mean? So if you're always giving out negative thoughts, the universe or God or whatever it is going to give you back more negative thoughts. If you give out loving thoughts, you're going to get back loving thoughts. You know what I mean?
It's easy,
honestly,
isn't it? Really, and that's the simplicity of your message.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
It really is simple. Honestly, it's like once I figured it out, it was like common sense. I thought, fuck it. But my schooling was terrible, mate. I didn't go to school. You know, I didn't. It was only like 8 years ago I learned to read and write. So, but once I figured it all out, I thought, fucking hell, this is all just common sense. People used to think law of attraction was magic. Just not. It's just how the universe works.
And what I'm excited about getting on you on board, Ben, is you're the living embodiment of the system works.
Yeah,
you're living it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be fantastic for everyone. And because at the end of your interview with Holden Official, you did mention that you're up for doing YouTubing on a regular basis. Did I hear you right?
Yeah, I'm not very YouTube savvy, right? I've got a laptop now, but I'm more than happy to just jump on someone's live and do what you've just done, live, whatever it's called, live stream, and jump on, or Instagram. I honestly, I'm not very YouTube savvy. I've got a laptop, but it takes me a while to figure it out. But I'm happy to jump on, and I'm also happy to get other people on. Because there's some other people on YouTube. I don't know if you know them. He's a Scottish guy. He's clean now. And he's always spreading positivity. I'd like to get him on because I'm very close to Dean Lynch Ward and Dougie Joyce. So they know lots of people that they've got good stories to tell and stuff like that. I'd rather get them on to spread their journey, to try and help motivate them, because my life's good. I'd like to try and help someone else's now.
Well, this is music to my ears, because we've got a whole American audience which I'm waiting, who are waiting for me to introduce you. And in the same way, my sister, she was a heroin addict, so I'd like to bring her on. As many people as possible, really, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, well, listen, if we keep doing it, you know what I mean? So 1 week we could do my life story. We didn't have to go into all of it. Then we could do like 3 parts. So first part, what was your life like? Terrible, going to drugs. Second part, how did you get out of it? Rehab. What did you learn? And I can teach people everything I learned to transform my life. And it's all to do with your thinking. And then third part, what do I do now to keep motivated to create businesses the way I do? Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to just be 1 episode. It could be 3.
Oh, it's fantastic, and ongoing as well, because the more people hear about you, the more people want to jump on and learn from your experience.
Yeah.
So basically, Ben, let's make this the start of a wonderful relationship between ourselves and the audience.
Listen, mate, anytime you want me to jump on, let me know. Give me a couple of days' notice. I'll jump on. No problem at all, mate. If I can help somebody, I'm up. I'm a great believer. What you give, you get back. So if I can help you, I'll do it, mate. Anytime. That's why I'm here now.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you are up next, so the next time I go live, I'm going to try and touch base with you.
So just to let you know, I'm going live with Glasses Nonsense Exposed. I don't know if you like him or not, but I'm not getting caught up in all that. I'm sharing my life story with him tomorrow, but you've probably got different subscribers, because he wants to know about mine, because he's quite intrigued. But I'm going to also ask him some questions as well. He might not like them, but I want to know.
Love it.
He can't ask me. He can't ask me, not let me ask him. So yeah, he might not like it, but he's going to have to like it.
Ben, you're a clued up guy. You've gone through hell and back. You're now living the dream. So I reckon you're going to be a massive asset to YouTube. And I want to introduce you to all my mates and all my mates in New York. They're going to love you.
Well, listen, if you've got friends, they've got channels, and they want me to jump on their channels to do lives and talks, or give advice how to learn to love yourself, how to gain confidence, how to use anxiety as a tool, how to change your mindset, I'm more than happy to jump on any of them. I don't want paying.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Because we do want you on, and we do want you to jump on as much as possible. Are
Yeah,
you
well,
reading
listen,
the
mate.
chat there?
What?
Are you reading the chat by any chance?
No, I'm not.
Well, I just want to introduce you to some people in the chat already. There's a guy called Convert. He's a friend of mine called Jack. He said, "Well done, Ben. You are incredible. See you soon on Matt Taylor TV."
Yeah. Hang on, let me have a look, because for some reason your thing is a little bit different to mine. Now I can see it now. Learning to love yourself is. Hold on, let me read this. Hold on, let me read this. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. That is. Listen, when I started coaching my clients, say for instance somebody wanted to lose weight, yeah, I would never say to them, go on a diet. I'd say, have you ever thought about learning to love yourself first? Because if you're comfort eating, that's not a sign of self-love. That's a sign of uncomfortability. So try loving yourself first. So once you start to learn to love yourself, everything falls into place. So that woman there, or that person there, was right. Yeah. And well done, Ben. You are incredible. See you soon, Matt Taylor TV. Yeah, thank you. Must be nice living in Bali. Yeah, it is nice living in Bali. You know, I'm grateful. All in chat. Hi,
That's
Katie.
Brian
How lovely to see you.
So we've got lots of loyal, you know, we've got lots of regular viewers who love to. Oh, James Hind, he's one of my trolls. So sadly, there will be trolls coming on too.
Yeah, listen, mate. Listen, I can shut a troll down within seconds. Don't you worry about them. Listen, I'm used to all that shit.
Just remind us the channel you're on tomorrow.
I'm doing Grass is Nonsense Exposed tomorrow.
Grass is Nonsense Exposed. Got you.
Check his community page and you'll see.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm YouTube savvy, so I'm still learning how to set up these lives and different things. But if somebody wants me to jump on their lives, like what we've just done, I can do that easy.
Well, like I said, I know there's a New York crowd out there, which will love to have you on.
Yeah. All right, mate.
Right, so we'll say goodbye, Ben, and we'll let you get on with it. And the next time, enjoy your stuff with Grasses Nonsense Exposed tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll try and tune into that.
Yeah.
And then hopefully.
All right, mate. What's your name, bro?
My name is Matt Taylor.
All right, Matt. Well, Matt, I really appreciate it, and I'm grateful for you for giving me this opportunity to share my story. Hopefully, it helps one person.
It's going to help more than one, and I'm grateful for you, Ben, that you've given the time to share your amazing story.
All right, my friend. You take care. I'm going to leave now. Cheers, brother.
God bless. Bye-bye, Ben.
Yeah, God bless, man. Bye.
Wow, wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that amazing? Superb. Yes. We're just gonna have a little break. Oh no, Ben, I think Ben has gone. You okay, Ben? Do you want to come on? Last thing you want to say?
I'm trying to leave.
I'll dump you. Oh, okay. Look, we're just going to have a little promotional break. I'll be back in a mojo. Wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that amazing? Hey? Ben, so, happy days, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go back to New York. There we go. See if we can go back with Dave. Isn't this amazing? Right, I'm gonna try and go back to New York. Happy days, yes. I'm gonna try and go back to New York, everyone. Right, I just gotta. Let me see. So let's get rid of that. Hiya. Hope I haven't missed anything.
In and what you were talking about, actually, which I'm going to be honest with you, I totally agree. I think that people pick and choose. I was going to say this, that in regards to reproductions, okay, we had someone here, the very same thing, or almost something very similar happened. And fortunately for the person who was going out with this guy or married to this guy, I don't even know the story, they liked her. She's liked around here. So nobody ever accused her of being involved, you know? But this guy just got nailed with 111 counts of it. 111. And it happened right under her nose. Right under her nose. You know, but if it was me, Matt, all right, they would say, you knew about it. Because they hate me.
Right. Okay.
They hate me.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in Harlem. The buildings over here are beautiful.
I love the taste of Marlboro in the morning.
Hussy is getting some love in Philly Pretzel. Is getting. Yeah.
I really like smoking cigarettes.
Dude, I wish I never started. It's so good. It's so good, and I noticed like now that it's slowly killing me. I notice it now at the age of 43.
Why?
All right, my testosterone levels are probably going down. My back is hurting more. It's just like with age, and before it didn't affect me. I could fucking jog. I could climb mountains and smoke a cigarette. Now, dude, I'm feeling the effects. I don't know how to explain it.
But don't you have like some kind of suicide thing in your mind, like you're gonna die soon?
So I will say this. Yeah, I will say this. Okay.
Like
when I started smoking,
when I used to live where you were, it's like I feel like you could die at any time. Like, you know, you could die in a traffic accident. You know, it's kind of like a thing. You just I don't know.
Yeah, I know, Keyboard Rambo, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm feeling the effects right now. And as far as dying, okay, I remember when I started smoking again, I was going through some shit, right? And I was like, fuck it, I don't care. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen to me? Dying? You change your mind eventually, you know. I'm looking forward to at least seeing a retirement, at least. Maybe I'll never see that.
Well, the weird thing, right, is I was buying bottles of nicotine, and I was mixing. I was buying sanitized water, and I was buying the the menthol crystals, and then I figured out that you could buy the flavoring coloring or the flavored, vape stuff because I was vaping for 2 years. And I
Right.
started cooking the shit in my own kitchen. And then, like, the state where I live in, Massachusetts, I said, "Oh, no. Yeah, you can't buy any of that shit, like, online anymore." And I was like, what the fuck? So, like, vaping became popular here. Like, the prices of vape went up. Like, this woman that was running, that was totally against drugs and stuff, was like, "Oh yeah, vaping's good now. You can just buy it in the store," and went along with that Marlboro brand shit. Um, Whatever. So I just didn't,
I
and
love
then my
it. Still here. I've vaped. I've whatever. I seem to vape more than I smoke. All right, because it's so delicious, right? There's
well,
this product out called
I mean, when I vaped, it was great. I just vaped all day long, and then I just vape my way to bed, and it's wonderful.
yeah, but it's not good for you. I mean, let's be honest. You're an older gentleman, not older, but you know you're not 20-something years old. Your
no,
body
but
isn't. It's only, yeah.
I know, but it's bad though. Now I'm back to the traffic jam, like chain smoking cigarette shit again.
Matt, have you ever smoked? Were you a smoker?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I'm so chuffed. I'm ex-smoker.
How long? How long have you been an ex-smoker for?
Well, I was done it from about 21 up to when I was about 30, so a good 10 year.
Yeah.
I didn't smoke until I
So-
was
Probably
So, like, what got you to stop smoking, like, Taylor? Like,
yeah, the
how'd
family, having a young family around me. It's not good smoking when you got babies and
Well-
toddlers.
Well, it was interesting because, like, I went into the barber shop and I said, "Well, can I have a male barber?" And they said, "Nah, they've been gone for like 10 years." And this woman comes up and like, goes, "How do you want it done?" I said, "Just shave it, take it all down, like Police Academy." And she's like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "The reason I stopped smoking was I had a kid." And that's a lot of the people's theory on this is having a child. Like they start.
well, yeah, because you have a responsibility. So this is the thing, like as a single guy, I my responsibility is what the house, the dogs. Like I don't have to. I mean, hopefully I outlive the dogs, but if you got a kid, yeah, you don't want to die. You want to die at appropriate age. I mean, you want to see your grandkids. You want to see them be successful. You want to see them do. You want to be there for them. So I can totally see that. Totally see that.
I don't know. I grew up with both parents smoking.
Yeah, but maybe the knowledge wasn't there. Now there's. I mean, come on, you can't argue this. You can't argue.
Like even my grandparents used to smoke. They're like, "What the hell's wrong with you? You don't smoke." It's like, jeez. It's like it was just I don't know.
Hey, you may find this interesting. Well, I like to smoke my marijuana every now and then, but I mix it with tea leaves. I mix it with chamomile tea leaves rather than mix it with tobacco.
Really?
Yeah, have you heard of that over there?
What
No.
does that do?
It's an alternative to tobacco, isn't it? So it'll burn slower. So when I do have any wacky backy, I mix it with chamomile tea.
Huh.
Does it taste good, or is it kind of just like?
Yeah, it's a lot more mellower. And I'm not addicted to it. I don't feel like having a straight chamomile tea cigarette.
So it like mellows you. It like I remember when I first started smoking pot when I was like, I don't know, shit, 9-10 years old. Like we used to mix tobacco in with marijuana, and that'd be mellow.
Wow, so you were smoking it from 9-10 years old onwards?
Oh shit! I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 6, 7 years old. Yeah.
How about you, Dave? When did you start smoking weed? How old were you?
Um, the first time I smoked cigarettes was when I was like probably 15. The first time I smoked weed, maybe 17, 18.
Wow. Okay. So well done, Stan. Seal. I mean, for still being with us. That you started
Yes.
early.
Oh yeah, we used to drink Coca-Cola and then punch holes in the can, and then put some weed in it. And
Oh wow.
actually, somebody actually showed me how to make a pipe when I was 6 years old in New York, out of an acorn, and make a pipe thing and smoke pot out of it. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the 70s. I was born in 1960. I mean, 1973.
Oh, I'm older than you, Seal. I got 2 years on you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was common. Where I grew up, it was kind of like ghetto, like bad area. Everybody was doing drugs, like drunk driving. It was crazy back then. It was.
Matt, when did you get out of the military?
About 2001, or was it
Oh, wow.
2003? Yeah, one of them. Either
Wow.
2001, 2003. Yeah.
What did you what did you move at? Like, what did you?
Well, my
What was
mother
your
was dying, so I left the army to deal with my mother. I kind of went AWOL from it, but even though I wasn't charged with AWOL.
What was it? Was it a career that you had picked, like to be in the military,
no,
or was it
wanted
something?
to be a policeman, and because I never got 5 O levels, I got 1 O level and 4 GCSEs. But anyway, I was I got it. I got the qualifications I needed, but I was walking past the army office, and the thought of carrying a gun, I liked it, so I just joined the military police rather than the civilian police.
Yeah. So what did they issued you high powers and those like Enfields, right?
No, Brown and 9mm, and then SA-90s as rifles. Yeah, no, we didn't really have any big firepower. Yeah,
because when I saw the picture of you, so I used to sell guns, right? And during the time where I was working for this gun dealer, it was the height of surplus in the United States. So all these countries that had all this surplus left over from the Cold War were now selling them. It was flooding the market. You know, the only thing we couldn't get were those fucking Enfield, man. I think Enfield made them, right? Or you're saying the FN made them? I don't know. But anyway, we can't get those bullpups over here. But we were getting all these these FALs, these friggin', and I don't know. It's very. I just found that very interesting.
Hey, Noodles, you've been watching that Sanction Ivan channel I told you about? He's a good friend of mine. He lives in Moscow. And he shows the coolest shit and what he ended up doing instead of fighting in the military, because he's young. He's only like 26. Maybe he's 27 now. He shows he went over to Turkey to avoid getting into war with the Ukrainian war. Went back into Moscow, and some of the shit he shows is amazing. His girlfriend's, I think, a fucking supermodel. I don't know.
Matt, what is everyone saying in the UK about Ukraine? Is everyone like kind of like supporting Ukraine? The same over here? Because I think it's such. I don't support
any of that crap.
Yeah, the UK, Ukraine.
That's so weird. That's so fucking weird, man. Do you think it's because they just hate Russia? Like Russia's the bad guy. They have to, support this war somehow. Because I mean, everyone forgets that there was a civil war going on way before Russia invaded. Way before.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. Hey Taylor, what do they think about wind power and all that shit? Are you guys all gonna
Yeah, they love it
Okay.
around here, and it's going up everywhere.
But do you believe in it? Do you
I don't
believe in-
personally know.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna get wind underwear.
Well, look,
Yeah, no.
I'm all about more. Why don't we harness the currents around the island? I'd rather have
Yes.
water turbines than wind turbines.
Yeah. Dude, so Matt, I look at these friggin' bridges, okay? All over Manhattan. We got several large bridges that just all over Manhattan, right? If you put water turbines underneath each fucking bridge, you could turn each bridge into its own fucking power plant.
Exactly.
And
I know.
that current, it will never stop.
Yeah.
Never stop.
But
And they don't do
surely
it.
the free energy is out there. It's just being suppressed. There's loads of ways we can be energy independent.
Have you guys ever seen the uranium or eaten uranium?
Yeah, I've heard of that as well.
I think I have some uranium in my house somewhere.
Oh, nice.
It's so illegal. Yeah, the uranium actually puts out the best light. That's the original shit, man. Nils, you ever have uranium?
No, but I heard this story one time. They were cleaning out this fucking college, right? They're cleaning out this college. My buddy was working at this college doing construction. And he goes, you work in these places and they don't want you in certain rooms. There's reasons why. They do research there. There are research labs in these universities. So he was working with a bunch of African migrants. And he goes, it was really hard to talk to them. They didn't understand. So we basically just point and tell them to go in there and clean the shit out, whatever. So he goes, he notices that one of the doors are open to the lab. And he starts questioning people like who was in there. You're not supposed to go in there. It's like got radioactive fucking whatever. And so they start pointing at this one guy. And he opens up his hand and he's got this crystal in his hand.
Yeah.
Right? And my buddy doesn't know what it is. And he's like, that's probably not good. You got it out of there. You're probably not supposed to be holding it. It's probably whatever. Contaminated. This guy refused to give it back, left the job site with it, and God knows where the fuck it is.
Wow.
So can you imagine somebody walking, like this guy probably made a piece of jewelry out of it. And it's attached to someone's body right now, giving off fucking radioactive fucking whatever. And, killing someone very slowly right now, and they don't even fucking know it.
I should show you this video. I have to clip it though, because it's too long. Of what uranium's like, but it's great shit though. I mean, people don't realize what it is. It's awesome. Yeah, I'll keep talking. I gotta go find it.
I was smoking cigarettes in the womb. Winston 100s, I believe, was Mom's brand. Yeah, Matt, what was your brand? Like, what did you guys smoke?
Oh, God, Raffles. It was the Raffles, what my mum used to smoke back in the day.
Raffles?
Raffles, you
Never
know.
heard that.
What, me personally, was the Marlboro. I was a Marlboro man.
Yeah. I think that's very common all over Europe, right? Everyone loves Marlboros.
But
Right? I mean,
that was European, like, made.
The Marlboros?
Yeah, they were made. They're French cigarettes.
And then we had
They're
Marlboro
plus-
Lights, didn't we? Marlboro Lights, I remember.
I remember my friend going back to Russia. It was this kid, Phil Rodney. We used to call him the Phil porno stars. The guy was always like, he was dressed nice. He has perfect hair. So Phil goes back to Russia, right? And he goes, "You want me to bring you anything back?" I'm like, "Yeah, a pack of cigarettes." And he smiles at me. He's like, "All right, you got it." Guy comes back like in a couple weeks, and he's got this fucking cardboard box, dude. It looked like someone took a rubber stamp and just printed it looked like a satellite or something like that. So I open this box, and it looks like a cigarette, right? It looks like this, but it's fatter, all right? And the tube wasn't a tube. It was just a piece of cardboard. The worst cigarette I've ever had in my life. The worst cigarette. We called them Sputniks, and he brought back a bunch of them. They were the worst, harshest fucking cigarette I've ever had in my life. They were absolutely disgusting.
Wow.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god.
Have you ever smoked some of these Indonesian, Asian cigarette brands?
No, it's over.
They've got these kind of like clove. They mix their tobacco with clove, so it's real.
I've had clove cigarettes before. That was very big in the 90s over here, and you don't see anyone smoking them anymore. You know. Hey, Krista, good morning. Good morning. I was never a Winston man. I was never a menthol man. I did smoke Parliaments. Parliaments were very big in the 90s. You know, I stayed away from Camel Wides. Camel Wides were very big in the 90s too.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't find them.
I used to love those.
Any
They used to turn your fingers yellow.
What about cigar smokers between us?
I enjoy a cigar. But cigars are weird because if you don't know anything about them, you look like an idiot. So I think that's what turns people off about cigars. Like, no one really cares about what you smoke, like cigarette brands, but people judge you based on what cigar you pick and how you smoke it.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of like, oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah. You a big cigar fan?
Well, if I wanted to look at weddings, if I wanted to act like a grown up,
yeah,
I'll see how much I can roll the smoke. Usually I end up inhaling it and coughing and making myself look an idiot.
Are you guys allowed to buy Cubans in the UK?
No, I don't think about Cubans, but we got these like mini cigars, which were quite nice. Yeah,
Hey, Ryan K, how are you?
Cubans, but I don't know.
Yeah, again, you asked me about cigars. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I had cigars before. Do I know anything about them? No. I go to this. We got this humongous cigar shop by where I live. Like thousands and thousands of brands there, right? From all over the world. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I have no clue. And these people are so fucking snooty about cigars. They know everything about them. And you go in there and ask a stupid question, they roll their eyes. It's so pathetic. And I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this. So.
Mandy's watching them at my end. She says it stinks. There's a lot of people who don't like their cigar smoke, isn't it?
I enjoy cigar smoke. I think cigar smoke is I love the smell of pipes. I used to, you know what? I was into pipe tobacco. I used to ferment my own pipe tobacco. And what I would do is I would take a jar of I would take all my pipe tobacco that I wasn't using, that was at the end. It would maybe got a little dried out, you know. I would put it into a jar. I'd put some vanilla extract, some bourbon, some whatever, and I would make this stuff. I would leave it in a fucking a cabin for about a year, and I pulled it out, and it was great. I loved smoking pipe tobacco. Loved it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting.
My husband smokes pipe tobacco, but he smokes it in a cigarette filter. No, Krista, that's how they get around selling. No, he's all right. The difference between cigarette tobacco and pipe tobacco is he's smoking cigarette tobacco. Krista, I know what you're talking about. I got to back it up. He's rolling his own cigarettes. That's what Krista's saying. Yeah.
Can I just mention, Dave? I went off and Ben Hornsby popped on, the guy from Bali, the traveling life coach. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting more personal with Ben next couple of days.
Does Ben have a YouTube channel?
Yes, he does. It's called at Big Baby Jesus 6666. But I think he's going to be a great asset, and I'm really eager to introduce Ben to you and your audience.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, if you can do that, 100%.
He's totally up for it. 22 years a heroin addict to a free man, and he's his own boss now, a life coach living in Bali, paradise.
Can I ask you a question? Is he covered in tattoos? Because that's one thing that I noticed about these recovering addicts that change their lives. They do it in a way that's so extreme, and that's how they make it. It's like sink or swim.
Yeah.
These recovering addicts, if they don't go all the way, if they're not super into this, they never succeed. There's no fence walking when it comes to addiction.
And funny
You
enough,
know?
he is covered in tattoos. Yes.
Yeah, and let me ask you another question: Is he does he look physically fit?
Yeah.
That's another thing that I noticed that about a lot of recovering addicts. I think they have this disorder, and I think I have it in a way where it's like you go overboard with things and you take it to the extreme. You never want to fence walk. They're not fence walkers. A lot of these addicts will not fence walk. It's either they're on or they're off. And with physical fitness, with tattoos, with a way of life, it engulfs them, and it's a very bizarre phenomenon. And I noticed that a lot with recovering addicts. Either they're dead or they're very, very healthy and very, very talky. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, and Ben wants to develop his own channel and make his own community. And I think he'll fit in really well on both sides of the Atlantic. And it's great because we're touching Bali with New York, with Brighton. So we're definitely going trans global with what we're doing here on YouTube.
I think it's great. I think that, what's weird? That for a while people were going to these Filipino channels to build their communities, build whatever. And I always thought to myself, I'm like, why aren't we going to these English speaking countries?
So Noodles, I finally got it. I put it in private. I timed it. I think because we wanted to see the uranium. I can't upload it onto the video. I was wondering.
I can't do that either. In fact, I got to go into work right now. Unfortunately, 7 o'clock on the East Coast.
Let me see if I can do this real quick. It sucks. It just won't upload like that.
Yeah, Krista, I know that's what it says on the bag, Krista. They say that to get around something, Krista. I don't think it's as heavily taxed or something like that. Because you can buy a whole bag of it for real cheap, but Krista, trust me, the pipe tobacco is cut differently than the cigarette tobacco, and I think they just say that, Krista. I could be wrong, Krista, but I think that's the case. But yeah, Matt, we're very, very excited about this guy. We're very, very, very excited about his channel, and we would love to get him on the shelves. We'd love to get him interviewed in all over the place. Maybe Russ can interview him. Russ is a recovering heroin addict. I don't know if you guys know that.
I didn't know, no. And of course, my sister is a recovering heroin addict as well. So, and
isn't it weird that everyone seems to have someone seems to have a recovering addict in their family, in their life? You can't get away from this stuff. Yeah. Krista is also a recovering heroin addict. I don't know if you know that. Krista is also a recovering heroin addict. I think that.
Wow.
Yeah, Brian K, recovering heroin addict. There's a lot of recovering heroin addicts, but in this community, these heroin addicts or these ex-heroin addicts, they don't. Oh my God, this guy looks exactly like Rick Perry. They do not. They're not vocal about it. So yeah,
I have to.
You are not
correct, Dave. Russ says he's a recovering alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then addict, recovering addict.
Yeah.
I'm a relapsing addict. I quit smoking for 3 years. Cigarettes, nicotine is my demon, is a drug. Okay. I quit for 3 years and I went back right on it, and I went back harder and badder than ever. 2 packs a day now.
Crikey, that's a lot.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon, Ben, as this applies to all of us, we've all got something to teach each other, and we're teaching each other something just by telling our stories. And so I'm really excited about
it's a witness. I mean, what have you ever lived that life? Have you ever even come close to taking a drug like that?
What drug?
Any drug. So this is the thing. I've only smoked the worst I've ever done. When I say worst, dabbling in was marijuana. I wanted to try coke one time in my life, but never had the balls to do it.
All right.
So what is convincing these human beings to stick a needle?
I wish I could do cocaine again.
Well, I reckon to
That's
stick a needle in you want to get away from a bad childhood experience.
Is
Cocaine.
that Ben's case?
Well, I don't know about Ben. Well, Ben was abused as a 10, 11-year-old by two women. He'll tell us his story. My sister was abused as a kid, and she is turned to heroin. So I think that's something to it. Touching on the cocaine, I've done cocaine once, and I walked through a dance floor, and I snogged 6 women while walking past. I was like the best person in the world, and I never tried it again afterwards because I knew I wanted to feel that confident without drugs. But I am a soft drug man. I've only used soft drugs, and the hardest was coke.
Yeah, I've never done that. That would be great.
Oh God, I wish I could do cocaine. I remember the first time I did it. Well, I told Niels that story, and he goes, "Any drugs in the house?" And I said no, but some cocaine. And I did line to that, and then I ended up cleaning this lady's house, and then the highway patrol came in the house, and they said, "God damn me, you loud seal hater! Like, we broke this party up like an hour ago." I was like, "Shit." And I was in there with all these friggin' hot women with big booties and big titties, and damn.
Wait, the cops know you a seal hater too?
Oh yeah, actually, I went to college. I went to community college. I ended up failing out of that college, but yeah, it was like some girls I hooked up with at the community college, and they're like, "We're having a party. Why don't you come over, Seal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be over there." And I showed up late, and I guess everybody's like, "Be quiet. The cops just broke the party up." And they're like all these like hot looking women in their panties and big boobs, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's just me and my friend and about friggin' 10 hot looking college women, and one dude sitting on the friggin' couch." I said, "Hey dude, you wanna smoke some weed?" And he's like, "I don't have any weed," but he's like, "I got some cocaine." And I'm like, okay. So I did a line of cocaine, and they're like, she's cleaning the bathroom, and I'm looking at her big ass with her pair of panties cleaning the floor, and I'm high on cocaine going, I'll go in there and clean the bathroom with her. I'm like, "Can we get in the tub?" And as I'm doing that, the friggin' cops come in the door going, "Oh my God, we just broke this party up like an hour ago. Everybody's going to jail." And I'm like, back up.
Matt, what convinced you to do cocaine? Like, what was the reason for why you did it?
It was offered. It was offered. Go and have a line. Done the line. I felt amazing. I was like,
well,
man,
that's crazy. I gotta try that. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
Well, the weird thing, Noodles, is I have anxiety too, where it's like, I'm showing up at this place, and I figured, I'm like, I forget how I mean, Christ, I was in college. I don't know, 18, 19 years old. And you're kind of like still, like you've never really met these people, and it's like, it's like, you got a beer or something to eat. So, and he's like, "Well, I got some cocaine," and like, I don't know.
Fascinating.
Need it.
Listen, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta go. Guys, check out Matt Taylor TV. I don't know what channel he's on right now, but guys, sell up to Matt Taylor TV and look for this guy Ben.
Yeah.
Ben. I forgot
Ben
the name of his
Hornsby.
channel though.
Ben Hornsby.
Ben Hornsby.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see a lot more of Ben Hornsby, and we can interview him, and we can get his story out there. And guys, I'm telling you, this is another thing when people talk about supporting and encouraging and all this stuff. Guys, if you have an addict in your life, all right, tell them that they're doing a good job. Tell them that you love the fact that they're doing this and that it means a lot to you, because I'm telling you right now, if you don't and something bad happens and these people relapse, you're gonna have to deal with them, and it's a terrible thing. So it's a waste of time.
Hey, Nose, can you put it in private just for a second after you're done? Because I'm wondering about these channels that are going down.
Dude, don't get me started with that, Steel Hater.
No, I'm wondering why all Mark's channels went down. Why though?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the same people that have been doing this forever, right? The same people, they don't like competition. They don't like their fucking donators being stolen from. The first time I noticed this was with Bergs. If this guy fucking whatever his name was, Paul from Canada or where the fuck that guy's name was, if he started giving you money, Berg started attacking you. That's what's going on. Mark is getting a lot of money. Mark was getting a lot of love. Mark was getting a lot of donations, and it was cutting someone's bottom line, and that's what they're doing.
Okay, all right.
I hate them. I hate them with a fucking passion, dude. Mark Terry puts in a lot of effort to his channel. He puts out a lot of trash, a lot of garbage, a lot of entertainment, and they're fucking doing that, dude. You're gonna have nothing but fucking G Mangos. Nothing. All right. I don't get it. I'm super pissed off. I don't like any of this.
All right. That's what I wanted. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm going
to. All right, guys.
Cheers,
mate.
All
right. Hey, have a good
Take
day.
care, Matt. Thank you for coming up. Thank you, Seal Hater.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you for having me out. Bye.
Thank you, Dave. What an amazing 3 hours it's been. I tell you, Matt Taylor TV delivers on what I promise, and I think you got to agree, I always deliver on what I promise. Not only have we touched New York today, but we also touched Bali. So connecting Bali with Brighton, New York. Fantastic. I loved it. I did. So Ben Hornsby's going to be on Grasses Nonsense Exposed. Grasses Nonsense Exposed. So Ben was going to be on that channel tomorrow. I've got the channel, got the link in there. So let's all subscribe to Grasses Nonsense Exposed. We're going to see Ben over on there. Matt Taylor, we to New York, to Bali, and back to Brighton. Yes, it's brilliant, isn't it, eh? What a journey. What a journey we have. Matt Taylor is everywhere. Fantastic having Ben on. What a teaser for everyone. What a teaser. So Ben Hornsby at Big Baby Jesus 6666. 22 years, heroin addiction to a free man, ex-homeless street beggar to a world traveling life coach. What an amazing, what an inspiring story Ben has to tell. He's on tomorrow on Grasses Nonsense Exposed. After that, I'm going to get him onto Matt Taylor TV. It may well be after the weekend, but it's up next. Trust me when I'm telling you this. Ben Hornsby up next on Matt Taylor TV. You would not want to miss this. But if you do miss it, don't worry. because we're going to be bringing Ben Hornsby over to New York. We'll be introducing Ben Hornsby to the New York crowd. They're going to love him, because just as what Dave was touching upon, every family has been affected by addiction, be it ourselves or our family members, our loved ones. So I don't know about you, but talking from my personal experience, addiction affects everyone. And we can all learn something from Ben Hornsby's amazing true life inspiring story. 22 years addicted to heroin. Look at him now. From a homeless street beggar to a successful life coach, living in paradise in Bali. So a big shout out to everyone who came in the chat room today. Big shout out to Jack. Jack came on, said hi. The mouse is addicted to causing pain to people. And so let's all take a moment to and send our prayers to the mouse. Terminally ill, apparently. So at least he won't be around for much longer. Shout out to Brian. Thank you, Brian, for coming in. If you don't know, Brian is today's sponsor. Without him, none of this could have been possible. Shout out to Mandy. Mandy in the house. Mandy's off picking up her new car. Fantastic. Shout out to Katie. Ben certainly highlighted something Katie said. Shout out to Katie, Truth Warrior. And of course, shout out to Captain Justice. Is he a whistleblower or a snitch? Well, he's both. You can be both. Thanks ever so much, everyone, for watching. You've been watching Matt Taylor TV, live from Brighton. Not only connecting New York, but also connecting Bali. We're trans-global. If you haven't done so already, check out my blogs. They've been going across the bottom of the screen all day. Plenty of blogs to keep you entertained. The flag piece being a Guerrilla Democracy News, broadcasting live from Brighton. News and mainstream media dare not report. Done so already, check it out. Join King Arthur's party, votes. Matt Taylor, Kemptown, Brighton 2024. You can contact me by email. Secure your seat around King Arthur's Round Table. As King Arthur's Round Table, the world according to Matt Taylor at gmail.com. Let's play a promotional video and then we shall say goodbye. Thank you ever so much, Brian. See you later. Maybe. Have a great day, folks. You love yourself and each other. It's worth it. You are worth it. Great inspirational chat from there, from Brian. Hope Mousy can get clean. He is addicted. He's addicted to hurting, causing pain to people. So let's all take a moment to send our prayers to Mousy. Let's hope he can get clean from his addiction of causing pain to other people. Brian says, I've always wanted to go hard on cups of tea and custard creams, but we can all dream and have aspirations to be a better tea drinker. Whatever you want to be better at, you can be better at. Thanks. Brian says COVID and a great show, Matt. No, thank you for everyone for making it a great show. Remember, this is nothing without you, the audience. Without your engagement, it would be engageless. You know what I'm getting at. Coming up to the last couple of minutes. Thanks, Jack. You always say the nicest things. Great motivator is our Jack. Thanks to Dave and Seal. It was great talking to New York. Massive shout out to Ben Hornsby. Great talking to Ben Hornsby. You had a little taster. Stay tuned to my community page because we'll be giving out the announcement. It may be after the weekend, but wherever it is, up next on Matt Taylor TV will be Ben Hornsby up next. So remember, Ben is on Grasses Nonsense Exposed tomorrow. I'm going to be jumping on Dave's as much as I can today, so you'll catch me on Dave's. Bobby Starr, the Leather King, Noodles, you know who I mean. We're wrapping up the last couple of seconds. It's been a 3-hour epic. It's been a great show, and it's only been a great show because of you joining me. So everyone in the chat room, from you, Jack, to Brian, to Mandy, to Katie, and Stan, and all the others. We even had James. We had the Sussex cretin, the satanic cretin. You pay us a visit. Happy days. Thanks, everyone. Sorry I've missed anybody out. We're wrapping it up. Remember, King Arthur loves you as much as I love you too. Until the next time. Bye-bye.